Wakaja kama so wamatja kunyirkai. My name is Nalaye. Ana Japan. Kiye balwe le kuten kor. Ko wara aji my fan aja ka inform that daga na bijam ke chol education reform. Education reform nek ban jam ten. Kwen message kene Latina wa Minister of General Education Lagos State kujala others stakeholders in the ministry. Education reform, first of all, I will define what is education reform. Is a process of constant renegotiating and restructuring the educational standard to effect educational standard to reflect the ever evolving contemporary ideals of social, economic, and political culture. That is the definition of educational or education reform. Reform in education, reform in education, reform in education. If we say that we want to be observed in education sector, then there must be a construction of good classroom. Construction of good classroom or learning space. Because a good learning space. Education reform kachira loy. Nale duktin empowerment of empowering qualified teachers. For instance, lazim ko inang qualified teachers to transform the education. These qualified teachers I going to talk senior 4 level and university level, which is primary 8 level. If it is primary level, we cannot term as a qualified teachers. These qualified teachers are in education reform. There must be casual teachers code of conduct. Deltasin Begu Sat Bianang Long Denia guide. If you do this, you will be fined or you will be arrested. Teachers code of conduct cannot allow you to engage Banang Mantukulun Batut. Kekene teachers code of conduct ayenjai. Mukai nang kachol education reform lazim mukai nang kachol qualified inspectors and supervisors. Lazim biga qualified. They must have a senior 4 level certificate or a university level certificate. Katiya work wamat ya kunyara kaya na kachaba live. Simina man education reform as minister she try to deal them. Benang a qualified teachers she recruited. Being is bikanya banya. And these qualified teachers, they have reserved big non-casual qualification what they give keg gamol with they give a good material to the people. They qualified teachers. A qualified teacher cannot say you go and give assignment to the people as bulky. When I talk bulky, I mean quantity. But assignment a qualified teacher can give either 2 questions or 3 questions. And to remind them that the lesson that you taught them are shikdedi. Kene in the Kichabat and reform a bit how in education. Benanke reform. Like now, among some inspectors, our supervisors, is supposed to be assessment, you bring your senior 4 certificate and to show you that in a qualify for this position. And there are some payam, I would drop out people of primary 2, people of primary 3 and 4. And they don't even know they were given a role, and they cannot implement their role. So, kene in minister, yan bakik this, yan to recommend your directors, county directors, to evaluate who are the supervisors, who are the inspectors. They must have a certain qualification that allowed them to go and run this duty. And some people I call people of 1992, people of 1990, people of 1994. Holding the high position, whereby he come and ordered someone who is a senior 4 graduate or university graduate by saying different things. So, if you know that this senior inspector of yours are in a lower grade, you must convene him and to go back and study so that he can be able to know what are the role of his position. Or you oriented them, you give them courses, you send them to where they can find out the courses which is called TTC, Teachers Training College. You have to send them so that they go and they continue their studies, how they continue with their position duties, or to know in this case. So I'm not again what is going on in the ministry, but you need to identify, and you need to identify these people who are in lower grade or lower position inside of education, to tell them that you people, education have no age limit. Education has an age limit. You can start whether you are old or you are young. You can study. Educational age limit in education. You convene them like that. So, and these people who are holding this position, they are again nankoje ke kaya again chimin nankoje ran ke leave lom duk so kuli bilakwen. You make the process I hello. After you finish the process, you go and submit your document so that you will be released to go and study. Kwe nyich kaya usas or in a staff in a certain ministry enang kaya shol long na chi pol balagat kuguru yu kaya ke yegi. At the end of every semester, you have to come back with a transcript, a banagam, bila file in your file, bila tab file, to show you that there is something that you are doing. And this what you are doing will benefit. Will benefit. Be benefiting to the people when you come back, because you have boost your knowledge. And we should not stay the previous knowledge that we were acquired in 1990s, in 1980s. You see, you cannot stay like that. Though you have degree, you should have to be friend to the books. You have to visit the book so that you get a new vocabularies. And by drop out in or by an intermediate, kunihi yaga high position, lazim be friendly to the books you read so that you get a new vocabularies. And what you were carrying in your brain is outdated knowledge. Actual outdated knowledge in a toinum. But this new generation books you have to go through. You have to go through. Like for instance, he was released below Sukuli Balabat. Kanong the other men's Loro Tau in the middle, Yan be woke I won't hear lagot. I catch sometime. They eat the money of those people who go and studies. And even they can go and divide it by 2. They eat the money. So, I request you, the Minister of General Education in our state, which is Lake, I request you to get rid of those 4 inspectors and those poor supervisors. They don't even know their role. If you call a baran very inspector call to how supervisor by take those people of 1990s and 1980s, he will not tell you. He will tell you nothing because he doesn't know his role. In a civilized society, if you are given a position, you have to research. You research so that you get to know the role who you are being footing. In a level role, whether you are a director, you are a supervisor, you are an inspector, you have to research. Yan barol ko baka research baka dili ni ekudu. It doesn't mean that na chalo school and you go to school, you just move around, you do nothing, then you go back again to where you come from. It's not like that. There are some rules that should have to know by those people. So Kijamantin, we must check to screen yenta and jam cultural reform in education. Be cultural education be piat kadi. Ko yo usas. Bulo Piascadi. How can we restructuring the education? Like in 1990s, yes, compared to nowadays. And if you go and see the material that were used in 1990s, they are not, and the material that are used in nowadays, they have a very big difference. In those days, when we were studying, it was 1992, 1993. So we were using a charcoal. Our teachers were using a charcoal to teach us, and the laser of animal. Use. Sometimes they use a wall, painting wall. They go and teach us on the wall. But nowadays, and they were using what is so-called tube that was dug out from the well. There is a white one and the yellow. They have colors, even red. They are there. Those teachers were using those tube. It is called tube. I don't know whether it's not tabachi, not like this modern tabachi of ours. So reform in education is good. Reform in education is good. And that is why young teachers who can give accurate information to the people. You can even teach the book from A to Z, from unit 1 up to the last unit. So these are the work of qualified teachers. And you need to summarize. You summarize so that the child can take it in a good way. You summarize the books. You should not go and give what is written in the book. You need to summarize your work, and even you should have to make a lesson plan and a scheme of work. They are working together. Whenever you plan your lesson, you will scheme your lesson. You see, that is, they go together. You have to plan your work. And what you give always, you should give what can be understood by the people. You should not give a bulky information. Give is small but understandable. This is reform in education. The work of the teacher is like the work of a doctor. A doctor can read his book first before he go to operate. A book the come queen, then he go and operate a patient. The same to teachers. You cannot go to the class without even opening the book. Without opening the book, you have to open the book first. You see what are the term words. You check them, you summarize them, then you go to the class. So, reform in education. Reform in education, anong cái cho learning space ai cái build construction of good classroom ai lôi. Number 2, yani qualified teachers should be empowered and be meet be kabanial. Number 3, code of conduct. Teachers' code of conduct must be observed. Number 4, yani public moja qualify inspectors or supervisors. In kene in ke jamenten yan mo kaya nang qualified teachers because long which is code of conduct butasin a teacher cannot engage a pupil, a teacher cannot fight with the pupil, a teacher cannot beat corporal punishment, cannot beat pupils. So aka jaman kasin in case long teachers code of conduct aka jaman kasin when it doesn't mean that if I give out all this information I am qualified than others. No, Alusin. I'm not qualified. But according to what I'm seeing, I observe, ke always and lazim book nang qualified teachers so that vocational education system broadly improve. Especially in Lake State here. I'm not talking about the different states. Those states, they know their status and education import, whereas I don't know. I'm talking about the education of our state. Rauncha Matalim always in here giving accurate information. And we can experiencing teachers we can forward being Miss Forge. We their salaries on daily, on monthly basis. At the end of the month, they receive their salary. These salaries can keep them to continue doing their job. Now, I will not talk much, and this is what I can tell you. No, I'm at Yagoya. Nyan mor majang abeto. Kujala kot akenya riak. Kujala domeja robeja nyes. I appreciate you for joining my life. And I am casual reform in education. Be casual education. Be shopping kadi. And I give highlight. So I would like to request you put the sum up, and to support me doing this career. I like this career of teaching. Anytime I can come and teach here, can give the lesson online here. So I want you to support me to continue with this career. I will not say anything that can disappoint someone. Otherwise, I swear I will not do that. I will not abuse anyone. I will not underline anyone, and I will not. This is not good. So, online. I appreciate you for your coming, and you keep supporting me like that. Whenever I'm giving a certain information. You come and join me, and you share also. You can even share so that more people can get it. Usas nalaya tar. I greet you all. Bye bye.